everybody, this is Two Fat Guys and a Vegan. Today's broadcast right now is brought to you from Greta's place in Pleasantville. It's a wonderful place. If you need your hair done, your life done, whatever else done, they can probably manage and find a way to get it done for you. So, if we have an opportunity today, it's called A Woman's Worth. We're the live broadcast, and we came out here, and we're sharing it with wonderful women behind me. So, as we're walking into this world, I want to introduce you to the panel today. Starting with my right and your left.
Everybody, it's Nicole.
Nicole, that's my wife.
Hi, I'm Elisa from Maryland.
Oh, from Maryland, uh-oh.
Hi, I'm Deirdre.
That's Deirdre.
Hello, my name is Mimi.
That's Mimi Nambo, that's her.
Karen.
That's Miss Karen.
Hi, Greta.
She's the owner.
Joanne.
Miss Peoples, explain her.
Tiana speaks.
She speaks a lot. The one and only, that's right. We got Bashir Khan, that's right. So as we've engaged in these conversations, this is a testosterone-free room. Although we have a few males in here, it's just for the production, or maybe they can throw stuff at us if need be, if they get angry, whatever the situation. It's all good. It is a woman's work. We're trying to give them an opportunity so they can speak and impart some wisdom for some people who may be needing it in this world. You never know who's out there struggling and they're going through a situation or a disposition where they don't know where to decide. You might get a key point to consider from these wonderful women behind me. So we thank you, and we open up this discussion with one question. Let's start it off with this. Ladies, if you don't mind, the first question is, and I want you to consider the question. In this modern age, with so many advancements that women have made from government to business, does society accept a woman having a casual affair here and there? Can she have multiple sexual partners and still hold the respect and agency that men do? If so, how is that? And if not, is that a problem, and should she? What's your opinion? Who's first?
All right, so I would say that I think we should have the same equality as men. I mean, I don't think it's right having multiple partners. I don't think it's healthy. I mean, if you're with one person, it should be one person and one person only. But if we do decide to have multiple partners, we should be judged the way that we are as women. Like a man could have 2 or 3 women and they be considered a man of power, a player. If a woman has multiple partners, they're considered, a bad word. So I just don't think that that's fair, We are entitled to do what we want to do, but my advice to everyone viewing, do not have multiple partners. Just stick to one, you'll be all right.
That's wonderful. What about you ladies? What do you think? Ms. Peoples, what do you think?
Well, they're women of power. They should be rather smart, so I would think that they would know having multiple sex partners certainly increases their risk of sexually transmitted diseases and other things.
Right. So health is a concern to have, right? Is that what we're saying? Health should be a concern?
Yes.
Oh, they say reports is a woman is more susceptible to sexually transmitted diseases than men. And we understand as a receptacle, classic receptacle, we have to be very conscious of that. But we're talking about society today. And we're talking about the movement to empower women. And we're talking about now, about the young ladies that we have now living in life. And some of us, we're a couple of months older than the other people, right? Let's be nice about it. And then we cover different generations. But this new young generation seems to be a little bit more free with their lives. What can we say to them with regards to that type of lifestyle?
Well, if you are emotionally, physically, and financially able to cope with that, more power to you. But most of us don't even know ourselves, let alone try to understand and have a relationship with multiple men or women. So I would say that it takes a great amount of intelligence and know-how to even just deal with yourself before you can deal with multiple affairs. And if you don't know yourself, you're not going to be able to handle that. That's my opinion.
You mentioned something that was really important, and I'm trying to get some clarity on it. You mentioned about financially being able to cope. What do you mean by that?
Well, as we speak, if you're a person that is financially secure, are financially secure in that, then you really probably can do anything you want to do because the money will allow you to. And if you were to choose to have multiple partners, then you can do that by finding and adopting them because a lot of that is part of the relationship. Then again, as I said, more power to you. But you better be able to psychologically and mentally handle that.
I noticed that you had a different point of view. I'm sorry. I'll share you. There was a sign of contention.
I just shook my head at the financial part.
Right.
I just think like money is the root of a lot of evil. And so
Right.
if that's the bar that you set, then who's to say the person you're with that has the most money, they can just be lawless then. Just gonna allow them to do whatever because they have more money. So I don't think that should be the bar that you set. Me personally, I never judge people. Do what makes you happy. Let me do what I do in my bedroom. I ain't coming to look in yours. And I'm good. That's just how I operate. I don't care what people do. And like, if it doesn't affect me, I'm good. So,
I agree with her also. I didn't mean to cut you off. But you kind of specified that you were really trying to focus on the younger generation, right?
All generations, because remember, women at all ages are still learning sometimes. So it might be
Okay.
something that somebody's experienced, that someone who is going through some process needs some extra help in, and have yet to experience it, where you can impart
Well,
with
I
them.
tried to do that.
Okay.
My own personal experience.
Okay.
I had lost a loved one, and I was saying like, men get to have different partners or whatever, I practice safe, whatever, sex, whatever.
Right.
But I tried that, and that's not who I am. I can't, to me, like my grandmother said, everybody ain't supposed to be in your pocketbook.
Right.
Okay? So, and at the same time, like, I can participate in that and give of myself with an emotional attachment. So I can't be emotionally attached to different partners. It's just not going to work, And when I did it, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but I didn't achieve any climaxes or anything. So that was an indicator too, like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. I tried to do that, behind grief, sorrow, and mourning and loss, and because I was supposed to marry this guy. We were supposed to have kids, and he died on my birthday. I was broken. I was hurt. And I tried to justify and rationalize and say, men do it, why can't we do it? But I see why we can't do it. And for the younger generation, I know they think that's okay. Well, they could be with this guy and be with that guy because what he can give them. I don't think it's so much the finances, but what can they give them? But don't sell yourself short, because whatever they can give you, you can get yourself. And then not only that, you you want a man to work for what we have to give, because it's not just about the physical. We as women, we have more to offer, so just to give it away like that, some women do that. You're young, you're having fun, just protect yourself and be careful. But it is frowned upon, like by a woman to act and carry herself that way. It really is frowned upon, it shouldn't be.
Yes.
I was thinking of the younger generation. You said, as a school nurse in the city, I'm talking about these young teenagers. The concept of love for older ones, such as Karen and I and others, love was on the plate to have sex in the first place. But in this generation, having sex is an activity that they do, and they see it so much on the media, on the soap operas, everything they want to look at, Empire and everything else. Everybody's having sex and everybody's doing it, and they really think it's okay.
And you know what, I think also, I'm a true believer of education, and I think the lack of maybe the schools or even our families educating our new generation about sex, about love, about family. Like back in the days, my family always taught me, you have to love yourself before you love someone else. And I just don't see that education now. I think it's like you said, having multiple relationships is the new norm. It's okay. Being with a woman being with a woman is okay. It's the new norm. The lack of education, I think that and that's why we're here today. We're here today to try to be an example and try to help everyone someone that's confused or that's going through some type of confusion in their life, first you have to love yourself in order for you to just make decisions like that. That's what I feel.
I want to engage in this idea. You lady hit some wonderful points because we talked about empowerment. We talked about the psychological aspect. As a man, sometimes I run into situations where I see women are harder on other women than some men at times. May not be actively in it, but because they've created a hostile environment, they always feel like they have to compete more with the next woman. For an example, if you're walking down the street, a lady's walking this way, she's around your age time period, age rate, and you're familiar with one another. There's a tendency is either one or two things that I see happening. Either you're looking at one another, reading each other up and down, looking at the flaws, or looking for flaws. Or if there's something that you want to exemplify, you keep that in mind and then show that animosity to that person as you're walking by. Or we're talking about a really good situation where you basically know each other and say, hi, what's going on? But you're still reading each other. Do you see that?
I do. I think there is a lack of confidence. I think that when a woman looks at you and is on haterville or feels some type of way about you, it's because they don't know their self-worth. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not secure about themselves. Because I could look at someone and be like, oh, that's beautiful. She's beautiful. Her outfit is very beautiful. And I would go up to her and approach her and be like, you know what? You look very beautiful today. Why? Because I'm self-confident. Because I know my worth. So when you have someone just give you the eye like that, please stay away from individuals like that. Because it's a bad energy. It's somebody that is not wishing you the best or is not feeling you the same way you're feeling love. So I think it's lack of self-worth.
Okay, I'm sorry, ladies. One thing that my wife and I had a conversation with a little while ago, we talked about the concept of shaming. You know how we're looking at one another and we're really critical. That person's too fat, or it's too much makeup, or you're showing too much of a body part. Where we have a tendency of shaming one another. Where do you think that came from? Is that a vehicle coming from men and we sometimes, or you as women sometimes emulate what men do and we picked it up? Or it's just the tendency of being very controversial with one another, feeling like you have to compete? Because shaming seems to be really big. Whether it's fat shaming, size shaming, colorization, shaming one another for religious purposes.
Fashion?
Exactly, fashion, things like this. One person can't afford one look, but another person can. They're making you feel bad about it. What do you think some of the integral parts about that? Why is it shaming so prevalent amongst women?
Well, I think it's because the media has done that. All these young girls get on the video, I'm not into it, and they take pictures and how many likes, and I got 25 likes, and I got 50, and they compete with each other, and then somebody will say, that's ugly, I don't like that. They hurt the person's self-esteem because they're valuing themselves by what everybody else is saying to them. But I think that media passing around, taking pictures, she's too heavy, she's not cute, her hair's not long enough, she needs to fix her hair, but those little phones are
I think the media overall, television, like you see a commercial.
Except for us.
Yeah, exactly. You see a commercial identifying a pretty woman, and why automatically she has to be skinny and of light color or etc. So I think that media plays a major role in how we look at each other or how we look at society today. Because you look at media every day, that's what you learn. That's what you teach your kids. So having some type of media control will probably help.
It's not so much as what we're teaching the kids, because I have grandchildren and I spend a lot of time with them. And it's not so much that we're teaching them it's overall, this is society. This is what is going on in today's society. So how do you stop a child from looking at TV? How do you stop a child from looking at YouTube? How do you stop a child from going to the movies and he's really a plaything and in a child's state of mind. Last night, he comes in the bedroom, he has his comfort blanket wrapped around as a cape, he has a pair of underwear on his head, or he has his uniform on, but over his uniform, he has on another pair of underwear, and he says, I'm Captain Underwear Head or something, you know, where so he's like posing and doing all this, you know, and it was fun time,
Right.
you know, and then when we turned the TV on, and then we're looking at a PG movie, and there's a commercial,
Right.
and the commercial is this lady that has on a bikini bra top with a pair of short shorts, you know, so we have to keep instilling into our children, our grandchildren, we have to instill into our children, you gotta watch what my grandson is watching. You have to instill into the grandchildren that this is not appropriate for someone that you want to see walking down the street.
You know, and that's again,
You know?
that's when education comes in, you know,
So-
having that conversation, that connection with your family.
School.
Right, but education starts from home, though.
Education does start
Education
from
starts from home, baby.
With these days, it really takes a village to raise a
It
child.
does, it really does, I agree with
My
you.
daughter has been working 2 jobs, so she doesn't have the time to really sit down with my grandson and really explain to him, you know, the do's and the don'ts right now because she's working 2 jobs. And, you know, he's spending a lot of time with me, and then with me, and then I'm working a job and I'm running a shop, and I have to depend on someone else to try and help me with my grandson. You know, thank goodness that I do have another daughter who is 14 and doesn't have that mindset of what the world is all about right now anymore. But, you know, it really does take a village to run a home. It takes a village to run a school. You know, you cannot blame these teachers for everything that a child needs to be taught. You cannot blame a person's homestead for everything that society is bringing forth today. It's totally different. What I was instilled is not what it is today.
You know, that's right, but look at how many kids now open up a book. I don't never see a kid, don't get me wrong, well, I'm just saying, like, I have my experience, I have not seen too many kids. I see kids with iPads on YouTube and on TV before, and the parents, a lot of the parents actually, so that they can have that peace of mind for that moment, here, take that iPad, let me just do me, or let me be on my phone, rather than sitting down with their child, let's read a book together, let's do this, let's do that, let's do communication. Listen, communication plays a major role in all of our lives.
There's educational tools on the iPads, on the iPhones. There's educational tools wherever you go. You know, I work in the library. When the kids come in here and they want to play them games and stuff on the computer, okay. If I'm downstairs working where the kids are, my thing is, I don't care if you play the game, but you're going to read a book.
There you go.
You're going to open up something on that computer where you're going to sit there for an hour and show me that
It's a
you're
great conversation that we have in Two Fat Guys.
So
Yeah, here's
it's
the
not
continued
right.
support.
It cannot be
Thank you for
done.
watching.
It's just that
Next
it's
episode
patience
coming up
and
soon.
humbleness
Catch
that we
the rest
all
of it.
have to stick together as a team. You can't come in there and say and get on me or jump on my case and say, well, my son told me that he was in here to play a game and you told him he couldn't play a game. Now we're not working together.
Right.
Now your son's gonna be out there thugging.
I used to be a sub teacher, and believe me, sometimes the parents will act worse than the kids. Like the kids wanted to do this and do that, and they'll maybe talk to their parents or try to have a communication with their parents, and their parents will come to the school trying to start something with the sub teacher. And it's just, again, you know, we that's why we're here today. You know, we having this healthy debate, this healthy conversation, to try to figure out what can we do as women to improve our society, to improve today's world.
Someone mentioned the village, and I think the village is dissolving. Yes, it does take a village, but the village is dissolving. It used to be the family, the extended family, the neighbor, the church, after school the kids don't want to get involved with those programs. You know, the schools have does after school programs. The extended family, parents are moving away and going into a senior citizen home. People are so transient, they don't know their neighbors. You know, and you can't trust people
That's
with
true.
your children.
That is true.
So it's just, I don't know how you really can correct that situation.
What do you mean religion?
Would that would be a part of, church?
I think that, you know, let's face it, here we are trying to talk about it, and that this should be happening all over our
Yeah,
community.
yes.
And society today, as we know it, is one of, unfortunately, and I'll say it with real disability, of violence.
Oh, yes.
And manipulation, and the lack of real respect. So that element is, and it's worldwide, it's not just here in Pleasantville. And the sad part about it is, and I hate to use this phrase because it's overkill, but really, things are truly out of control. So you can take a child and help them, you know, without the parents or the family,
Right.
you know, stepping in and saying, you know, if that's not your business,
Exactly.
then something is wrong with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to make him or her better.
Yeah.
And for all of us, not just for, you know, the son or the daughter. And I found that in the library. You know how many times I went and had someone. And I would just have to say, no, this is not going to happen today. This is what he or she needs to do. Are you going to help me with it? Because if not, then, you know, we're lost here. And it takes a lot, you know, patience and understanding, because it really is out of control. It really is out of control.
Ladies, we thank you for that episode. Thank you for our first session. We have two more sessions now. Following up, we just have to close up this session. Two fat guys and a vegan, of course. We appreciate that you had the opportunity to be at Greta's place as we speak a woman's work with the wonderful women in the community. We're going to take a second, but we'll start that conversation back